Hi everyone, welcome and Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depends upon your time zone. Today is another Q&A day for a weekly Q&A day, to Thursday. Last week I think we could not do because of the schedule. And today there are so many questions, especially about the championship and mostly about the championship about. Then of course we also have latest question about mentoring aspect, because as you know that we increase our mentors team from 100 to 100 to 200 to 150. So there are so many new mentors has joined, so that question also we added today. So glad that is all of you are asking so many questions. And I'm also like the questions which you asked, so many things about your social media, so many questions about digital marketing, affiliate marketing, as well as other business perspective part. Probably the next Q&A will be the last Q&A of our 100 days of program. So one more, including today, only two more Q&A session left out. So because of that, we have taken on the maximum number of questions today. Usually we take around 40 to 60 questions, as you know. Today we have taken almost a question, even though we are not selected any questions. All the questions we have taken, even if it is something that's quite personal, still we are taken, though we thought of addressing that, answer that, and moving forward. Now, few of the questions is a repeated question we have not taken. There are so many Q&A sessions we had. There are so many questions which we asked. So we recommend all of you to go back and look at the Q&A. And the person who's asked the question, we send them the link, and please go and have a look of that Q&A session. We had it earlier. Okay. Now, another thing is the maximum question came over a championship and related part, and we wanted related how do you participate, etc., etc. So that, as I mentioned in the last meeting, again, last Q&A also I mentioned that this point. For 21st of this month, that is following Wednesday, we have one exclusive session for about championship. So we are doing that in exclusive session. So you may join. That's a program. Very important for to understand all the aspects on that. And when last week actually I tried to brief it, as you know, that is quite challenging. It was such a short period to do this one. Okay, so today we already distributed the question answer form a couple of days ago, and today morning again we are done. And even after the mentors related question, you already might have released you got an email or the WhatsApp messages. You may ask the questions there in detail today. Okay, so we will even if we could not finish today, some of the questions definitely will answer in the following week as well. But maximum number of questions I asked my colleagues to add today, I'll answer that as well. Okay. Now, another important one I would like to remind you, those who are website is getting ready, about the affiliate website, we're getting ready. If you are not submitted that form, please do submit the form, make it ready your website, because the championship website is one of the important part. And all the affiliate website, which is as we discussed, I think probably Saturday by Saturday, all of you will be getting those who submitted before 2 weeks. So you'll be getting that. And there are many questions related to that. We request you to contact all that kind through CRM, through our customer support team, or through your mentors, or through go to the your consultant. They will update you, or your mentors will update you about the information. And every day there is a mentors team is it's happening. So any information they wanted to get updated and to inform you, we have in the morning meetings. So we will give you the entire update through that one, so you can have that information coming in. So that kind of a things we are not taken as a part of this question as well. Okay, so the rest of the questions, so we will start doing today and doing. And one important question asked me, actually I tried to answer here because there's many repeated question. It was a repeated question, so I thought is again clarifying that one. I'll start with that. So not, even though I responded earlier, I'm not saying it is no. So one is about the keywords which all of you asked me. One is the most commonly people ask, I have an affiliate website, I'm also taking OSM. Should I choose the same niche? The answer, I always say yes. But the challenge is in the not necessary you get that same OSM niche for your affiliate niche to get in the OSM. As you know, OSM has a monopoly. So it is, one person get only one niche for one particular market. So that if somebody has taken, you may not get it. You can choose another market. Second one is affiliate marketing you can do globally. You don't have to limit to that market. But answer is in general, if you get into both in one niche is fine. But someone asked me about the keyword strategy part. Now, keyword strategy part, which I mentioned, it is affiliate marketing, which with the strategy which we had discussed about the keyword as a long tail keyword. So we use a long tail keyword and no compromise on that. Absolutely no compromise. So you need to go for a long tail keyword. I recommend it even you don't get a long tail keyword with a sufficient monthly search volume, which we discussed about between 30,000 to 100,000. If it is not there, please don't take it. And at least you need to have around 11 primary keywords. In that way, we mentioned it is. So you need to have 11 primary keywords all together, not necessarily from one country. Entire world you collected, it's about 30,000 to 100,000. So that's a range we should do. And especially in affiliate marketing, we will be looking, that is an important aspect on it. Okay. So very, very important. All of you should do that between 30,000 to 100,000. If you ask me OSM, not necessarily OSM for that, 30,000, 100,000. If you get that niche with the long tail keyword, it's a fantastic, it's a good opportunity, take it. Otherwise, between 30,000 to 100,000 for affiliate marketing. Now, many people say, I'm not getting, my answer is change the niche. So you make sure that is, you're not compromising on that. There's no adjustment. There's no. I told an example as many times I explained this is, please do not in love with your niche unless you have a potential. As again, I repeat why I'm insisting to change, because many of you did not like when I asked you to change the niche. Again, I repeat, it is better to change the niche now before going to the championship. When you go to the championship, are you sure about it? You cannot win. Why should you go and fight it? So make sure that there's a business potential. There's a market between 30,000 and 100,000. And they also asked me how I came out with the pricing part or the business generation part. So this also I mentioned several times, but again, I repeat and I make you part is a simple calculation which I'm giving you, that is because 30,000 to 100,000 is the monthly search volume if you have. That is, even you take it at the 30,000, that is 1,000 month search per day, right? In the Google, the search volume will be 1,000 per day, average 30,000 divided by 30 days. It's 1,000. So 1,000 people are searching in a Google. So you are there in the first page of a Google. And those days I made a target only to reach in the first 10. But recently we changed to top 3. So you remember the top 3 and top 4, we wanted a ranking. But even when you take a top 10 ranking in the first page of the Google, you are reaching. So you get 10% of their result is coming. Why is it 10%? Because the 10 people are ranking in the Google first page. So I just equally divided. I agree, may not be that first top 4 get more. That's exactly the reason top 4 goal we have. So, but on average you get 100. So 10,000 divided by 10 people. So you get 100 people visiting your website for one particular keyword for a day. Which means the conversion ratio we're working, which is 3%, right? So 3% is the conversion ratio we're expecting. So 100 people visiting, you get 3 sales a day. The same 3 sales a day we have a plan in the social media also. That's not the sales which I'm talking about here. This is an additional sales. So that is social media goal is 3 sales a day. That every 8 hours. Here it can be more as well. So this 3 sales a day also happen in the SEO aspect. Now, how much money you make that's one of the question asked. That is depends upon how much is affiliate commission Amazon is giving. How much is the commission from eBay you are receiving? Or example of a Qatar Airways, I said, or example of Alibaba example. You take an Etsy example, or a Snapdeal example, or a Flipkart example. All these companies examples, if you take it, how much is the money which is they're sharing with you? Based on that, you have. Let's say an example. You're getting something called 10%. It's the margin you're making. You got a 1 sale. So of $100, you get a $10. So 3 sales, $30. So every sales you're getting average of $10. That means in a 3 sales a day, which means $30 you make through that sales happening through the Google form, Google first page. This is through an SEO. Now your commissions are 10% to 50%. That's, that so many products which I introduced you to, especially the ClickBank products, or a JVC or a Warrior Plus product, which you discussed as more than 25, 30, 50% is the commissions. Please do follow that as well. So please, actually, you can follow that, and you can have that one as well. So this is an average of projections which we are working on it, but ultimately we need to get $100 per day target. So please do not, once again, I recommend you, even now you're changing niches, absolutely fine. If you do not find a right keyword, you will have a challenge. So please do not compromise on that. Okay, so that is an answer. So that is one of the maximum number of repeated questions was that, because I'm glad that you're asking the question now, because now finally you went and doing a keyword research and you're finding the potential, and you also find the market as well. Now, regarding the OSM, as I mentioned, we are not only discussing about doing a long tail keyword with a OSM part, which I told you about the reason for it, because you are specifically targeting one particular country. Immediately you can add your destination country or your market country. For example, you have taken one particular niche for a US market, or when you've taken a UK market, or you are taken for a Canada market. So for that markets, you would definitely add the location with that keyword. So obviously, you have a much less competition in that aspect to rank it in general. So that's exactly the reason I recommended you can actually use a broad match keyword, but definitely more competition will be there. If you get much better keyword, much better keyword on the long tail with the monthly search volume, I recommend that one as well. Okay, so I hope you are clear about it. Now, further this one on a keyword part and the marketing part, the moment we start our championship program, all the things become important, and you have a further implementation start happening that as well. Okay, so thank you so much, all of you, for asking all this question. Now jump to the questions part now, and I'll connect you to the PowerPoint. As usual, I'll take a one by one question. And today, to cover up the maximum questions, actually I added maximum number of questions today. So we'll cover all the questions today. Okay. So once again, I officially welcome all of you to the Digital Mastery Challenge of 100 days. Today, 87th day of October 15th, Thursday at the evening at 6 p.m. on live from Doha, Qatar. Today, we have a Q&A session as a weekly Q&A session. So we'll take questions from the entire last week of the discussion we had. We also had a pending question in the last week, so we also cover up that question today. Plus a new question, very updated question, because our mentor team added that also we try to add today. We will go ahead with that questions. Okay. So the first question from, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing wrong your name, Rantana from Sri Lanka. So the question is, what would be the path that should we go through if you want to be a Digimentor? And what is a 100-day program? I messed up with these two. Okay. I understand there's too much of information overloaded. We one by one go. So one is $100 per day program. So 100 days a day program, which we started with 100 days of digital mastery program, which is a systematic way a person going through 100 days of training with 100 minutes, which is approximately 10,000 minutes, 166 hours of a training. If a person go through about the setting of the business and promotion of the business. So once you do that, we are promised everyone to make not less than $100 per day, which is approximately $3,000. So through various business model, which we discussed more than around 75 to 80 business model already. In that, around 10 to 11, we recommended with the star mark, which is a 2-star mark, which means you have a guarantee of making money. There is a 1-star you can do yourself. There is a no star, we are not assuring that business. But the 2-star, like an affiliate program, a drop service, YouTube, and OSM, all the things comes under the 2-star program. So if you've taken a 2-star business model to start an online business, it can be an e-commerce business, it can be a drop service business, It can be a digital downloadable products. It can be a YouTube channel. It can be an OSM. It can be a social media influencer program, or any other business model which you do. So you can part of that 100 days of program and start making $100. Now, when you start making $100, we mentioned that is online business is systematically developing a business. You need to put an effort. You need to identify the market potential. There's a strategies to be implemented. Technology is in place. You work as a legal entity. So all the things put together approximately 3 to 4 months time. Now, once we 100 days over, we have a 30 days period. We call it as a digital championship, or we call as a ADM championship. ADM championship is nothing but you are doing a championship the way 100 days you prepared. Now you go and perform. So these 30 days time, you systematically work your website. You try to increase the traffic. You try to increase the conversion. You promote through social media. You do email marketing. You do SEO marketing. You do PPC marketing. You do display network advertisement. You also use a social media influencer. And all put together, we have a different expert who's work with you. And promotion of this program is called this is called a digital championship program. So this championship, as we know, that is we will announce you and recognize you through social media, and so we also coming out a magazine. Through that we'll announce you the championship, and we also recognize you in your website as a champion, and you get a recognition. Even to the investors, when you're talking, you say that is you have a traction. Hope you are, if you are attended a session on attraction, which is attraction is basically we are talking about you making money to your website before you are asking an investor to invest. So if you have a traction, you can say that I'm a champion, I make a $3,000 a month, I have a capacity to do this. All the aspects, you can use this $3,000. In fact, we will also recommend to our investors which company you should invest. Definitely a champions definitely get an advantage. So not $100 alone. We have a $350 champion, $750 champion, $1,000 champion. You can actually multiple at a time plan, or depends upon the capacity you have. You can actually plan for different championship. So this is exactly $100 per day program. So now we have 15 days, less than 15 days to cover up. By 31st October, we completed 100 days. After that, there is a 3 days of a boot camp, because everything making ready, your products, website, your social media, everything set. Then with our mentors and consultant trainers and event managers and regional coordinators and social media influencers and our entire team and tech team, we all together work towards this at 30 days of period and make sure everybody make a $3,000. So that gives a lot of confidence to the person who, especially those who are starting first time in the business. A person never did any kind of online business, they get a lot of things. And definitely, we also make a brand through our mentorship people work. You know, the objective of the program which we announced, we want people to make money through vendors. There is no point we are teaching many things people cannot make money. So this is, we are very predominantly to the people we are highlighted, that is we help you to make money through our mentorship program. So this is our branding program. We need to tell the people we are capable to make you $100 program. This is exactly the program happened. And this challenge time, we also promised earlier, if you fail it, we'll pay you compensation of $1,000. That is still valid. Even you start now you join the championship. Earlier there was a condition, you should not miss more than 10 days of the training session. I know some of you already missed out, and some of you are joining now. So by the default, you will be 10. So still that offer is valid. And now it will help you to understand everything in detail on a 21st on this. So this is an answer for the $100 per day program. So I believe it is very clear. Now we go to the DigiMentor program. So DigiMentor program is basically, we are, as a company, we have a mentors, and every mentees, every business owner, every participant, every person who's going through the company's clients are eligible for a various kinds of mentorship, which through company facilitate that through mentors. So we had around 125 mentors when we started 100 days of program. Now we are increasing to 150 to 250. So numbers will be approximately 200 plus will be there tomorrow, Saturday onward. Through these mentors, we work on it. So we are looking for approximately 300 official entry. There is unofficial entry. An official entry we'll discuss with you on 21st. Just for a brief, if all of you, so the people are actively, if you can attend the training and you can go through the mentorship program, everything, you're always in the official entry. But you don't have a time, you're already doing a part-time, you have other business to do. and you watch recording, and later you can also try from outside your side, but it's not an unofficial entry. But unofficial entry, still you get, you can participate and we still be recognized. Only thing is, unofficial entry, you don't have the $1,000 money back guarantee. Other one has a $1,000 money back guarantee. So you become an official entry, you get $1,000 guaranteed. So that if you fail it. So objection, many people say, intentionally failing is not an idea. Idea is you make a $3,000. That's more important than the $1,000. So this is about the championship program. Now the mentors, I come back here, the mentors are the people you work with these mentees, help them, motivate them, support them, encourage them, inspire them, and give them their solution and coordinate with them to do much bigger things in their business point. This is called a Digi-Mentor program. So you become a mentor, you go through systematically a training, you go through, company has a training program, we will facilitate you, your tools, you get a 4 website, you can implement that through 4 website, various strategies, and you can also make money apart from the mentorship. Then you have a team as an affiliate managers and social media managers with you, as a team members will be there with you. And you get support from consultant trainers and event managers and the regional coordinators and various people will support you. So this is exactly a Digi-Mentor program to go through. And for a mentorship, you get hourly payment from the company and you be part of their success part. So this is what exactly we are talking about, a Digi-Mentor program. Okay, now we'll go to the, so I believe I answered this question. I think you have further question, please do send us. We'll actually try to answer that one. So I think it's pretty much clear, it's an elaborated one. Okay, anyway, thank you for asking this question. And my apologies again if I'm not pronouncing your name properly, okay? Now, Ms. Sudhi Agarwal from India is a professional. Can I get, or can I say, do this job even at this time of my studies? Yes, you can. There are so many students become a mentors with us, or you're talking about any other online business, you can do online business as well. We are talking about you're doing a part-time business or a part-time job. If you're doing a various kinds, so we are recommending around 2 to 4 hours to do your affiliate business or e-commerce business. Even you're talking about, your question is about your, as a mentors, still you can do 2, 3 to 4 hours as a minimums to spend on this one. But how do you manage your studies? That's important. And how, so you need to decide that aspect. Okay, so thank you, Sudhi, for asking this good thing. Mr. Sajid from Sri Lanka is a professional. When is the 100-day challenge starting? 100-day challenge is already started, where we end by October 31st. Now the championship period yet to announce the exact date, because there are 3 days of a boot camp, which is everybody get ready with a website, with the social media, with the, so now everybody gets ready. There's a session of 3 days. Then we will go ahead with this one. So immediately after 31st, we'll have a few days of break, then 3 days, then we'll fix the exact date of a 30 days of a championship. As you know, not only the participants, from our side also, there are a lot of expert, other people will be participating on this one. Okay. Now, Mr. Prijit from India, what would be the selection process? I think this is a random question about the mentor thing. It's actually, you need to talk to your mentor, so they will help you to get into the board of spot. Okay. Now, Mr. Ubul Dhimanta from Sri Lanka, what is the job role and responsibility for Digi-Mentor part? I believe it is, I was there in the website, which is very clearly, and the mail which we sent also has this is. And we also did a session today. If you attended, I think again I explained about this. But quickly, as you, again, everybody is asking this question. One is, the main thing is a mentoring. So when we say mentoring, the people are, for example, every day we have, all of you know, that is every Thursday, Saturday till Thursday, we have a mentorship program. I mean, it's webinar program. And if I'm a person attending a webinar today, then so many things, you know, to implement. So we'll say implement the strategy, do keyword research, set up a social media, and do email marketing, set a signature. So there are so many things we will be mentioning it. So these kinds, so things you help the people to implement it. So for that reason, as a Digi-Mentor, you get a training from us how to show to them. So that 30 minutes, a kind of a practical, open the computers, show them how it works it, and check with them how it is going through. And many people will have a lot of doubt, help them. That is number one. Second one is, encouraging them. Once on a daily basis, you encourage them, motivate them. Hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you work on social media? Why don't you work on a list building? Why don't you look for a campaign? Why don't you join the group? So a motivation for them to do a small thing on a daily basis will make a huge responsibility. Huge result. So this is a responsibility you take to do this one. And in addition to that, of course, you do a lot of social media activities. You do email campaign activities. You reach out to the client if they have any issues. So all the things that DigiMentors basically do. And plus, of course, you need to get trained, and you also actually participate in the webinars and other mastermind programs to get a maximum number of output on this part. Okay, so I believe it is there. Today's sessions and today the notes, everything is very clear. Even the contract is already sent you. It also has an entire thing. You may go through to forum further details. Okay, so thank you for asking this question. Again from Sri Lanka, the question is Tanukad, Avodhab, and Tara. My apologies again if I don't pronounce his name. How many languages do you need to know for this job? See, now we conduct a training program in English, and meetings are in English. However, the mentoring, we have 10 official languages. I mean, we decide 10 languages, but people can do other languages as well. But we officially announced to the mentees, apart from including English, there's 10 languages. English, then we have a French, then Spanish and Arabic, then Hindi and Urdu and Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada and Telugu. Like we have 10 languages we listed out. In that 10 languages, the mentees can choose which mentor they wanted, which language speaking mentor they want. They can choose the language. So the mentors choose that based on that language. You choose and you give them a mentoring program. So as I mentioned, the webinar is in English, but this session you do in that language of comfort. Now, how many languages you should know? You should know minimum English. That's it, because you attend a training and do it. If you know multiple language, it's ordinary, you can do multiple. Now, apart from the 10 languages, if you want to do mentoring, it's also allowed as long as the mentee is okay with that. Or in fact, mentee is asking about it. Mentee say, can you talk another language? So you can do that one. So this is about the language aspect. Okay. Now, Miss Anita Michelle Chandra from Sri Lanka. This one, the same question. I think I answered this one. Okay. Yeah, same question. I answered the same answer on. Okay. Now, Mr. Raju from India, business owner. For a consultant person, what is the procedure, role, and fees, etc.? Okay. Consultant position, when we did a presentation yesterday and a couple of days ago, I did not elaborate it in detail. Consultant position is one of the best positions, and we encourage the people to become a consultant. And it's an amazing thing nowadays, which we version 2, and we come out with you have an e-commerce website, you have a downloadable products website, you have a training website, you have a YouTube with the landing page with the PayPal, and you get an independent office, you get a staff to work with you, and there are so many facility for a consultant we are providing. So anyway, next week we have one session we are doing for the facilities, how you encash it is for these activities. So this is one thing, an important aspect. And that's a position, and you will be the leadership. You take a leadership, and we will also provide you a team. Not only you are alone, you have a trainer and consultant, consultant, have event manager, trainers, and DigiMentors. And also, as you know, that is, you also get a performance fee based on your team size, and of course, your very high pay for a consultant. For example, an affiliate manager do a mentoring is get $2.5. As a consultant, you have $12.5. So that's a good thing about consultant one. So procedure is basically once you go through entire, there is a webinar we had done, couple of webinars we had done. Please go through that webinar, and if you like it, if you feel it is, you apply for it. There is something called expression of interest. You fill up that expression of interest. Then we'll schedule 30 minutes of meeting with the project in charge. Mr. Tahir will do an interview of 30 minutes to 1 hour. Then everything is okay. Then next level, I personally actually select the consultant. I will discuss with you 30 minutes time to go ahead with us and so on. Then we will explain to you the roles. Is basically you have a team and you work on more on a strategy aspect. You work on a project on the strategical aspects, and you also conduct a training if you wish to. And all this information and the consultant will have. and you will also act as an entrepreneur in various aspects. So you will be able to make around $2,000 to $3,000 approximately in a month, based on the kind of a role you're playing. So that's about the consultant opportunity. So the fees, it is actually, the new fees is a $15,000 US. That's investment, but there's a special offer. The previous price was $10,000. So you get the $10,000 without without paying $15,000. Just for $10,000, you can you can get for $14,000. So the offer is something like this: you pay $10,000 only, you get a $15,000 worth facility. That's the offer is going on by up to 31st. So you can take a decision before 31st and you get that benefit. That's a fantastic thing. You can take it. It's an amazing thing. If you like it, if you have a capacity to invest $10,000 to $15,000, anyway, you have an EMI facility, 8 installment you can pay. So if you have a capacity to pay and you have a kind of a full-time, if you can work as a full-time, it will be great. Then you can make it $2,000 to $3,000 a month. If it's a part-time, you may not make that kind of a money, and you have a lot of responsibility, and many other people depend on you, on your leadership. You're based on your decisions, people don't work. So it's kind of a full-time, it's good, but there are many consultants doing a part-time. If you can manage the time, it's also okay. So that is exactly a consultant part to do. A very detailed presentations are there. Please go and watch. And then I think one more time, I think this week in the part of fundamentals, I'll be doing a small training as well for the people to discuss about that also. Okay, so thank you so much for asking this question. And I want you're a business owner, definitely good for you to become a consultant. I personally, I'm also a consultant. I like consulting. My career was built out consulting last 10 years. And I encourage people to become a consultant. And I'll also share the client, because so many clients approaching me. I usually escalate the queries to the other consultants, because as I have my responsibilities and schedule to become so tight on it. Okay. And it's you can actually the entire information on the website. Please kindly go through and get that. Especially you watch that webinar that has a complete information. Okay, thank you so much. From Mr. Samuel Siziva from Zimbabwe, student. Am I only able to work in Qatar? No, it is an international opportunity. It's a global opportunity. Anywhere in the world you can work, as long as you're connected to internet. But of course, initial stage, we had a more client from Qatar. That's the reason you are feeling all the clients list we are giving is a Qatari client. No, because you can work anywhere in the world. You also client in different part of the world, including some Zimbabwe. We have a clients. We have many clients from Zimbabwe. Botswana, we have so many clients. We have Tanzania, we have a clients, and Libya, we have a clients. So many clients we already have different part of the world, including Zimbabwe. So we'll assign you the client. Of course, not necessary you are from Zimbabwe only to target Zimbabwe for the market. You can do global market. So that's exactly we recommend to do. Okay. Ms. Bindu Philip from India wants more about the company operations training and work from home options. Okay. So the company, if you want to know more about, go to adm.qa. There are series of websites, adm.qa, onlineshoppingmall.qa, digitalmastery.qa, admsip.com, onlinejobworkfromhome.com, and privatebeta.website, and webmining.website. There are series of websites which we published, and all the things, all the informations are there. Everything, you also have a contact person. So if anything you wanted to have, you can go that one. Okay. And the work from home options is also there. And majority of our work is now is the work from home options, including mentoring or any other thing which we are talking about is majority of the work from options as well. Okay. So thank you, Bintu, asking this question. Okay. Mr. Deepak Jayaprakash from India. I'm ready to join an ADM. What is the next step I need to do? Follow. So you need to set up a meeting with your mentors or your consultant or your regional coordinators and attend to participate in the program of onboarding, I think, which happened today. And you missed it, actually talk to them. And, you can, they will tell you what the procedure you to go through a few things, then start off. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Mohammed Shakil from Sri Lanka What if the client does not turn on the camera to get screenshot? If it is necessary for a client to do, so you need to tell them it is necessary for them to on the camera to do a free mentoring. If you're a premium mentor, if they say that they cannot do mentoring, so they need to take a permission with the reason, then only we'll allow them to do mentoring aspect. Especially where the camera is important is a one-on-one discussion is happening there, and you're showing and sharing the screen and showing the button, and everything is very, very important to have it as. So if the free mentoring, the prospective client or the client, if they're not opening a camera, you say we cannot proceed with the mentoring session. You can end the session there. There's no option, there are no issues at all. So anyway, we're already communicating that in advance. You need to open a camera and doing it's becoming an important aspect. Okay, so it's a very, very important. You need to tell them, unless some cases, some other issues and a special case, anything is there, they need to take a permission in advance, and event manager get a request. Event manager through the consultant will approve. Then we can do that. Otherwise, no. Okay. Zoni hires from India. Which platform are used today's live session? So today's live session, I think the latest one is a platform which we use as Zoom. Is usually we use, and we use as a what is that? The YouTube Live. This is a YouTube Live program, but we put behind the paywall. So behind the paywall is now we are live. We are giving a free of cost, but you wanted to access to for recordings. It's a premium facility. You need to pay and use the other things. So usually we use YouTube Live for a webinar. All other meeting we are using a Zoom platform. It's usual case. These are two things we will coordinate on. Okay. Okay. Same question by Fasil as well. Okay. Now, Richila Adam Ravi from Sri Lanka. What exactly is this mentoring job? So mentoring job, in a one-word answer, I always say helping people, supporting people, encouraging people, inspiring people, motivating and guiding. Okay, so that's called a mentoring. So basically, you're helping the person to run on a digital business in detail aspect. That's what exactly the mentoring aspect we in general talk about. Now, which include maybe helping their social media things to happen proper, helping them in maybe keyword research. For example, you're setting up their affiliate marketing website or e-commerce website, or you're helping them to become a social media influencer, or maybe they wanted a payment gateway. So, or maybe they wanted to have a kind of another information about the logistic or a product sourcing or licensing or a capital investment or a business planning. All this aspect a mentor do help them to do a job. This is called a mentoring, exactly. Okay. Payment method, GPay. What's the question? GPay. So payment. Yeah, we had a payment gateway questions, which we had one session. We had done part of our e-commerce. We had done completely on a question. So Mr. Smith is in India. Actually, you can use a payment gateway in different payment gateways. Where you can also use in a PayPal. We also provide other payment gateways as well. So you can use a different payment gateway. And depends on the country where you are. You have more option. You have from India. You have a multiple option. Or 10, 15 great opportunities are there after demonetization. There are flooding the companies, so you can have that one. So whichever the platform you're utilizing, you can do that. But OSM, we will provide you the payment gateway, and if you're AOBB, you can have your own payment gateway. We also provide you PayPal, etc. for other one as well. Okay. Yeah. Shruti Agarwal from India. I want to know more about the responsibility that Digiment does. How I just answered that question, so I'm not repeating that again. Okay. Mohammed Zaid Khan from India. What is this contract period if I need to leave the company after some months? Then how will I leave the position? Okay, the Digimentor's position of 36 months of contract, 1 month notice period. So before you are exiting from this contract, 1 month before you need to inform our company, and then you can leave. Okay, so while leaving time, so all your clients and other things will be handed over to someone else. So your mentees they will not get affected. That's exactly the 1 month idea. So we can organize to give someone else that particular activities, and they can get that payment as well. So that is one is actually the method you can leave. Mr. Mohammed Fahad Minhas from Pakistan. I guess you can call us to attend a meeting any time of the day. As we are doing this work as a part-time, sometimes we are not able to attend the meeting in the morning. So what will be the solution? Okay. Now, usually we don't have a other time meeting. Usually, sometime maybe some emergency we may have. Usually we have a meetings in the Qatar, and the time is at 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Sorry, 10 a.m. Sorry, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Earlier we had an 8 a.m. meeting, then we had 10 a.m. Then we fixed for a 9 a.m. now. Usually at 9 a.m. the meeting. So this 9 a.m. But 9 a.m. But some of you will have a training at 8 to 10 o'clock because the people who are joining now. Others at 9 o'clock to 9:30 is a meeting. This 9 a.m. to 9:30 is a meeting you need to attend. Okay, if you are not attending, you have a half-day leave, half-day absent. So that you cannot compromise. So these are the meetings and webinars has become important for you to attend. There is no solution. Even you're part-time, you need to adjust this time. You are not able to adjust this time. Please don't join now, because this timing you need to adjust these 3 events. Okay. How to work? So you talk to a mentor, they will help you to all the aspect. How do you work on that one? Okay. Roshan Suvarna, Cynthia, can I join the evening session through phone? Actually, if you are a mentor, answer is no. If you are a mentee, yes, through phone you can do that. But otherwise, you need to use a laptop to join the program. Okay. Can I use a desktop computer to do? Yes, you can. So Mr. Gladys from Kenya, yes, you can use a desktop computer, not necessarily laptop. You can use a desktop computers as well. Okay. Mohammed Zaid Khan from India. What is this contract ready if I need to leave? This I actually answer that. Now, Ms. Sankamitra Kantiayat from India. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the wrong way the name. How many sessions and which session are mandatory in a day? Please share in detail. Okay. The mandatory sessions are 3 for you to attend. One is, of course, your training. Mandatory. That is the evening. This is what we are doing. It's a 6 p.m. to 7:40 p.m. of Qatar time, 100 minutes program. After that, you have a 30 minutes something called mastermind program, where we have an interaction, especially the mentees who start a business, etc. We have a very strong discussions and question answer happens there. Another thing is a morning 30-minute session. That's 3 things are the very important aspect. You should have it. Okay. So these are the 3 things mandatory for you to attend on it. So you get a mail, you need to have this one. Okay. And Adm Kuntu, so teacher from India. If in the middle of the training session net gets logged over and I'm unable to log in due to poor connectivity, what should I do? As we mentioned earlier, if you have a poor connection, that is your responsibility to have good connection. We don't take a responsibility. So you need to go to the mentees, your mentorship is not happening, the mentee don't accept, your net is connected. You only can reschedule it, right? You can, of course, reschedule that one. But the meetings, your net is not connected, it will be absent mark. So you need to compare this in a physical, like for example, you're working in office, you're leaving from home by bus or by bike or by car. On the way, you got stuck, you don't reach an office, so you don't get an attendance. Same way, there is a road is blocked, here is, or maybe vehicle got a damage. Same way here, internet connection or your device issue, you have the responsibility to have, so you don't get an attendance. So we are very clear on that. So please do not think that is because the connection is not permeable, is not my responsibility. It's your responsibility to have a net connection. Okay, so take a good connection. Make sure that your laptop is charged. Sometimes the power goes, etc. So make sure that you always net connect, especially when you meet a client. So client should be respected, and they'll have a lot of expectations what you do, and etc. Important. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Adm, for asking this question. Mr. Lynn Hodges, Shan Dhanushtan, I'm sorry, again, my apologies, from Sri Lanka. And job role and time. Role I just explained to you. The role and time is basically, the meeting time is fixed, but any other 24 hours time you can work on a consulting activities or a mentoring aspect. Okay. Now, Anonymous from Sri Lanka. What is the difference between the responsibility of affiliate manager and a digimentor? Also, what is the timing of affiliate manager and digimentor if they want to work part-time? So 2 questions. So both are comparing with affiliate manager and a digimentors. So one is affiliate manager and digimentor. One of the major differences, digimentor will have an affiliate manager. When affiliate manager will report to the Digimentor at a senior level. Number one, affiliate manager will be report to Digimentor, and whatever affiliate managers want to support Digimentor and help them to do it. Plus the pricing. If you're a Digimentor, you're a paid client, you get a $5 for every mentoring aspect. Otherwise, you get a $2.5 as a mentoring aspect. Plus, affiliate manager is not authorized to do to the paid client, and a Digimentor need to support. So that's a major difference. So part-time, as I mentioned, in 24 hours, anytime you can work, but the meeting times are important. So you can decide rest of the time whenever you want to do. Okay. From Qatar, the next question, same question, I think we answered that. Shabin Chi from India, do members get a cash or attending webinar session? No, you don't get it. Your trainings are not considered as a payment part. So you don't get a training, but your internal team meeting with the consultant, that you do get paid. Okay. Ms. Ankita Tiwari is the professional. Who exactly will be the client? Do we have the enrolled people for Digimentor's program like us? Also, my laptop is not working. Okay. New online, but may take a week. So can I join training with my phone? Now, who exactly will be the client? The clients across the globe, those who would like to start their online businesses, or they want to be a social media influencer, or they want to do some kind of freelancing, or whatever they want to do online, they are the client, and they attend the webinar series of which are ours, and they're looking forward to have a further support. Or now the new case, you'll have a championship, ADM championship is happening. So that's the second case. So this two category of the people which we're talking about, a client. Then we have something called prospective client, which is a person showing an interest. Hey, I just want to know more about the company. He generated an inquiry through social media or email marketing, anything. For them, we have something called prospective client. That one time you can mentor them as well. So this is called as a client. So you have a premium client and existing client, premium client and prospective client and normal client. So normal client is a client is going through, never paid any money to the company, but they're going through the training program, webinars and mentoring session, consulting and training they can do. But there are clients who paid and get a better services, a better more number of hours of, and that's called premium mentors. So that started with $997 they can have. Then prospective client, they wanted to be. So all the three categories are the clients which we're talking about. Now you have a laptop issue for a couple of days. Actually, you may contact your event managers and consultant. They will help you. So they can take a special permission for only attending training. But the client, you must have a laptop to log in, because when you do laptop, all things is necessary. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Mohammed and Anus Ansari from India, can I suggest the website layout or interface, the website company which will give us for running? So it depends upon the website, which one. So what kind of a business you are looking forward. So usually we given a website building, there is a training we are conducted. So client can do. And some of the cases, like we went for economical solutions, which has a standard format. Plus the layout part, we go in a centralized updations. We are using a few things, and there are a few things like web mining activities, etc. will be there on it. Okay. So so that's a case usually, but your portfolio website and all, you can go to our website, admwebsitebuilder.com. You can choose a layout. We have a artificial intelligence design assistant based platform like admwebsitebuilder.com. So you can see various websites you can build there, including adm.qa website, which is built on the builder platform. So you can utilize that one. Okay, hope I answered the question. Diksha Bisit from India, do we have to create a different social media account, or we can use the existing one? Do we need to get the new SIM card for the WhatsApp business account? Okay. Now the question said, do we have to create a different social media account? It's up to you. You can use the existing one, no problem. We don't have an issue. If you're a mentor, if you're into business. Now, WhatsApp business account, actually, you can have one SIM card. You can use it, but WhatsApp business is important to use it for online promotions. You need to have a number to download and use on that one. Okay. Now, Ms. Nasi from India, what is the main work for a Digimentor? Same mentoring. I answered this question earlier, so I'm not repeating that again. Okay. Sanjeev Kumar India, so how will you get the payment monthly or weekly? If it's a mentoring, you get a monthly payment. So 1 to 31st, So following month, 10th is the payment comes on it. Okay. Mr. Kiran Thomas from India, can you explain about the attendance and daily meetings for DigiMentors? Attendance is based on your Zoom meetings. Your attendance is taken once your Zoom you logged in. We will take the attendance, and evening attendance is taken your adm.qa login, and the mastermind you are also taken through Zoom login. That's where we take in attendance, and you can see the attendance. Your report, you can see that, and that's what is exactly in the daily meetings we are talking about. Okay, daily meetings details a short while ago. I'll give you a complete idea. Okay, Mr. Mohammed Sarfaraz Nawaz from India. I had enrolled with the DigiMentor program and latest registered on your site. However, it shows basic membership and left over with a little complete your 100 days Mr. Master Challenge registration. That is you're registered as a mentee, as a registration, so that you can access. There is a premium access we'll give you once you sign the contract with us. So we'll give you as a mentors for that. Okay, that's a separate. So we'll give you with the details and login there for that. Okay, yeah, thank you, Sarfraz, for asking this question. Ms. Zainab Abdul Wahab Kasam, Kenya is asking, how often do you have meetings? You have a daily meetings. There's so basically you have a morning 9 o'clock meeting as a general entire organization meeting. Then you have a 1 team meeting. Okay, that's 2 meetings, and plus you have a training hours. That training hours is a webinar or the programs we have. Okay. Muhammad Baslur Rahman from Qatar. I work in the morning for a government company in Qatar. I had to prohibit signing ADM contract. Yes. So you need to take care of that one. We will not be able to handle that. If you have a contract with another company, you're working as a company, please don't do. But I would recommend you become a mentee and working on something else with which don't violate your contract with the companies you have. Okay. Can I still work with ADM part-time? We are open for part-time, but this mentor series, one morning meeting and the evening is very important. That's a planning meeting, and that's the only thing will everybody get updated. So if you're missing, that will be a problem. So you can do. And in case you wanted to, then in this case, you can work as a social media influencer, ADM SIP directly without being a mentor, or you can also work directly as an affiliate business or a freelancer. There are so many options which we discussed. You can go through a webinar which we done on 50th days, 50 opportunities or 75 opportunities we done it. I think you can go through the details on it. Okay. Mohammed Fasl Rahman Qatar. I want to recruit a 50 mentees through 3,000 members of my 50 minutes. Can I? Of course, you can do that one. No, nothing stopping it. Is there can register that directly free of cost. You can make them as a mentees and you can use their mentorship. Yeah. Mr. Sabran Chatterjee from India, so as a DigiMentor, what will be the final amount which will be deducted towards training? Is it 999 or 399? Secondly, is how many months I will get deducted, say if I'm earning only 500 per month. Okay. Now, as a DigiMentor, you have 2 options to work with us. So basically, you can actually have a 999 is an entry. Then you need to generate a business of $3,000 to qualify as a DigiMentor. So basically take around 2-3 months. Basically, DigiMentor program is you enroll, then you go through a training of a 1 month, and then following month you start working. So basically 1 month you enrolled, then there is another month training, the 3rd month you start working. So basically 2 to 3 months, which we reduced immediate. Now you went through one training program, 2nd program start, the very day you start earning. So you're basically not becoming a $3,000. So basically what we do is a DigiMentor, if you are going to do mentor, we train and you have to prove yourself with a $3,000 business. So we are not asking you to create that. Here instead, you are just to buy a 4 website. So you automatically qualify for become a DigiMentor and you start 4 different businesses online. So that way also we qualify you to have it as. And all the 4 websites give you revenue apart from the mentorship program. So this is the option. Earlier it was not so popular because people have to invest money. So people invest $1,000, then do a $3,000 business. They wait for it. But now because the special offer which ended today, you are not paying upfront. You're paying in future. So you get a 4 websites. You start earning. Now whatever the earning you do, we take a 50% of it. So now if you are earning as a 500, we take a $250. You get a $250 up to 4,000, which is recovery on it. So that is the amount we'll be recovering, but you get a 4 website and started doing as well. Okay, this is the way. Or you want to go for other options. Other option is you pay $999. There is no other offer without upfront. You have to pay upfront $1,000. Then you work for a 1 month and generate a $3,000 on a business with your website or any other products of the company. Then you will qualify. So here we qualify you instantly without you paying money. So then we take this. This is the method we do. Okay, hope it is very clear. Okay. Now, Ms. Barnawo Thara from India. Attended a previous session and mentioned $999 in the training fees, but now is it, so why is this difference? Yeah, it's exactly the difference I mentioned here. So normally, without an offer, what is the offer? And once again, I'll repeat this if it is a repeated question. So usually $999, you join as a Digimentor, you go through a 25 to 50 hours of training, and now you have to prove yourself with a $3,000 business, where we have two options: either with your website you make money $3,000, or you generate through any other the product promotion you made it the $3,000. So then you qualify. So that means that the third month or a fourth month you become a Digimentor and you start working. Up to that, you work as an affiliate manager. So now this option, this offer taking time, if this we given a flexibility, you are not paying a $999, even you're not paying anything. You directly start with the $399.96 without paying any money with the future deduction. The 4 websites you are eligible, and you are qualified and eligible for all the Digimentor thing. And we also, in a fast way, we give you training. Instead of 30 days, we have finished your training in 15 days. Even the day one, you start earning. Not want to wait for 2 months for a start earning. Even the day you are joining, you can start earning money. That is for 16th onwards, you can start billing. So this is the difference between here. Now, if you don't want this offer, it's absolutely okay, but you have to go the procedure of paying a $999 first, then wait for a 30 days and show that you make a $3,000 business, then you start off. So there's a two differences. I hope it is clear. If this was an offer ended today, no more is valid. Now, anyone wanted to join in future, they had to pay money upfront. That's offer actually today end. Okay. So these are the questions. At least most of the questions was today about the mentoring aspect. So thank you so much, all of you, asking these questions. And next week is the last sessions we have. So I will look forward to all of you asking the final questions about the program. I believe you can, take out all the topics, the question, and think you may ask the question on that. Okay. So now this is. All of you know, Saturday onwards, all the people has a 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. There's a training. So I'll join all the mentors. All the mentees the new schedule of the next 15 days will be published tomorrow or on Saturday. You get a mail as well. Okay. So thank you so much, all of you. And it was fantastic day with all of you. And I'm looking forward to have a great week. And now we have 2 weeks left out for a 100 days program. And next week, we have a great programs coming up. We have a championship presentation. We have a blog presentation. We have blockchain presentations. And there are very jam-packed training programs there on the quiz coming on. Okay. So thank you so much, all of you. And I wish you a fantastic weekend. And enjoy with your family and friends. And I will see you on a Saturday. Thank you.